Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you the continental grip for your forehand tennis. I'm using a junior racket here today, but one thing to notice on your racket, I don't know if you can see this, but there are bevels or panels on your racket. The top one here, there we go. The top one here is called bevel 1, and then you go to the right, bevel 2, bevel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they're angled bevels. So in the continental grip is what I'm going to show you is the most versatile grip. There's a semi-western, eastern grip. This is probably the most versatile and easiest for a beginner. So basically what you're going to do is you are going to basically shake hands with the racket. So if you shake hands with the racket, the pad of your index finger is on this second bevel, okay? But there is a V that forms on this first bevel, this B that forms in your hand. Some people like to extend the index finger to give a little more control, but what you don't want to do is put it up here because it will cause a lot of strain in these tendons. So it's just like you're shaking hands with the racket, maybe extending this finger. You don't want to hold the racket too tight because that will cause a lot of tension here. But not too loose that when you hit the ball, it goes flying. So it's kind of like, I've heard it said, like holding a bird in your hand. If you squeeze it too tight, you're going to kill the bird. If you don't hold it tight enough, the bird won't escape. Okay? So that's the basic grip. Now, as the ball comes into you, the important thing is to turn to the right or turn to your dominant hand side, which is my right side. And it's always opposite foot forward. So I'm going to step with the opposite foot forward. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to step with my left foot forward. And my left shoulder will face my target, which is the incoming ball. And it's kind of like you're sweeping something off of a table. You're going to keep your racket head flat or perpendicular to the ground. If the racket head is closed, the ball will go into the net. If the racket head is open, or if you're not holding it tight enough, when the ball comes in, it will cause your racket head to do that, and the ball will go up instead of over. Okay? So from the front, it looks like this. Turn footwork to the side. Go like that. From the side, let's see. From the side, it looks like this. So you're moving across there. All right, so that's the forehand. Now, to perform the backhand, there's a two-hand backhand and a one-handed backhand. So if you're going to do a one-handed backhand, you need to change your grip. So this bevel here, the top bevel where the V is, you're going to take your racket and move it to the second bevel. So the V is now on the second bevel. Why do we do that? If you leave it on the first bevel, your forehand grip, when you come to the side to do the backhand, the racket head is open. So to correct that, you're going to move it to the second bevel. And now it's perpendicular with the floor. So again, you're going to do opposite foot forward. So I'm right-handed. So I would turn to my left so that my right foot is forward. Strike the ball so that the racket head is perpendicular. Okay? So it'll look like that. So if I'm facing this way, backhand side, swing through. Okay? What may be easier for most of you is to do the two-handed backhand. So it's a continental grip. Turn to the side, and all you're going to do is you're simply going to add your other hand. This grip stays the same. You're just going to add the other hand. Now, again, this is a shorter racket. This is like a junior racket, so that's why it doesn't work so well. And it's a little bit more of a compact stroke to the side and follow through up here. Okay? So you move to the side and follow through. So those are the two grips for the forehand backhand, or the two-handed backhand. So those are the grips that you'll be using. And it's really important to remember opposite foot forward. You'll use this in almost all of the sports that we do, is that opposite foot forward.